to another stream with Wrexham. Our next opponents will be Maidenhead United away from home in 3 days' time. So I'm just going to process through. In fact, I've got a press conference to deal with first, so bear with me. So how impressed have you been with Marek Stek, who's now gone 277 minutes since he last conceded a goal? He's a quality keeper, no doubt about that. Why did you persist with Callum Rowe when it was clear for all to see, particularly the fans, that he wasn't up to it today? Well, what did he do? 6.37. Fans are welcome to voice their opinion. Harry Lennon had a great game. 7.96 he did. I'm really happy for him. Reaction to Ben Strevens being sacked by Eastleigh. Could easily be me. Absolutely. Okay, so we move on. And got just a couple of days till the Maidenhead game. It's a game we should be winning, hopefully. And fingers crossed we will. To those who've just joined us, thank you very much and welcome. Welcome in. And we're almost at the point where we're ready to play the Maidenhead game. As with the usual for the monthly staff meeting, I'll just request a summary to the inbox and just dismiss it and move straight on. So we're into the pre-match press conference. Apologies for that. That was my mobile phone. And so here we go. Maidenhead United are currently 21st in the Vanarama National League. Could they leave York Road with all the points? Got a good chance, I think. I think we should be fine. David Jones being rested ahead of a busy upcoming fixture list. We'll see how it goes. Solihull Moors, they're a quality team. You have to consider them amongst the contenders. You're hopeful of keeping Callum Rowe? Yes, absolutely, we're interested. Talk about rumours linking you with Middlesbrough's Sam Follerin. Let's have a look at him. I've not heard of him. Don't know. So, nothing to do with me. And we'll go on. So we leave the press conference. And it's match day, so it'll be very shortly time to pick the team. Same method of picking the team that I normally use, which I'll show you very shortly. So here we are on the team selection screen. What I normally do, hit quick pick, and then I just usually make a couple of tweaks to the team selection. So McAlinden, I think if I swap him round, yeah, he becomes 2.5 star, so that's much better. Toure, let's see what that fitness test thing says. Not required, remains some way short and should be monitored. So we've got Dior Angus on the bench who can replace him. So that's fine. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with that squad. So we'll submit that team and acknowledge that, that's fine. We'll go at the match. Just waiting for the teams to finish their little warm-up. Confirmation of the lineups there. So Marek Stek in goal, Hosanna, Hayden, Lennon and Rowe the back four, Tozer at the base of midfield, James Jones and David Jones in front of him, Toure, McAlinden out wide with Mullin up front. That's a fairly standard lineup for us these days. And we will pump the fists and tell them we're favourites and I want us to play like it. And let's go. Oops, wrong button, my apologies. Here we go. We're into the match. We're underway, but after 10 minutes we are the better side, but we haven't done anything yet. So we'll drop a little bit of encouragement at this stage. In fact, we need to demand more because Maidenhead are getting on top. So the next chance I get, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Hit them with a demand more. And then at half time we'll have a look and see why it's not quite working to plan. Although it's a penalty to us, I'm hoping it's Mullin on it. It's not giving me the option to change it. It's not, it's Jones. But he scored anyway, so that's fine. David Jones gets his first goal of the season. And while you're watching the replay of that, I'll take an opportunity to have a swig of coffee. There we go. Right. Jones with the free kick. And he very, very nearly nailed it. Goes out for a corner. Jones with the corner. It's an in-swinger. But the keeper got both hands on that and held it. And that's half time. 1-0 up. Quite pleased with that first half overall. So we will point the finger and tell them things are going well but they're capable of better. And then we'll get going again. So we need to manage the second half of this game now and see out the win. Mullin's in on goal. Go on, Mullin. Oh, beautiful finish. Great goal. And that should secure the win, hopefully. Even though there's 44 minutes to go. We've got a throw in. Rowe plays it to McAlinden. Cross comes over and Toure's got a goal. Nice header from Toure. Puts us 3-0 up. And we're totally in control of this game at this stage. There's quite a few players who look like they might need to be subbed. But we only have 3, so we're going to have to use them carefully. So I'll delay the substitution for the moment. Try and keep it till 70 minutes if we can. Injury permitting, obviously. Mullin, I'm not quite sure what he's tried to do there, if I'm entirely honest. Feel free to tell me in the comments what you think was going on there. McAlinden goes down the line, plays it inside for Tozer. Tozer gives it back to McAlinden. McAlinden beats his man, crosses it, and Toure's got another one. 4-0. It's looking like Lennon might be the first one to come off, but not yet. I'm going to hold on for a little bit longer. And Aqua plays it for Smile, but then the ball smashed over the crossbar. Harry Lennon for Hall Johnston. Yeah, that's a reasonable swap, so let's do that. Shackelford's got a chance to cross it, and he has done, but it's gone over everybody's head. Kane Ferdinand. Oof, that's hit the crossbar. That was close. Right, let's pause and do the last couple of subs. Toure needs to come off. So Angus. And Hosanna if we can. But we can't. So we'll do McAlinden for Cameron Green. And then go. So Rowe with the cross. Toure, nope, straight to the keeper. There's a few players who are getting very tired out there. And that's a brilliant result. 4-0 away from home, even though they're struggling. So we'll outstretch the arms and give them a really good pat on the head for that one. And then move on, and no doubt the media will want to speak to me now. And that's the league table. Post-match press conference, so it's a really impressive victory. Some managers might give the team a rest from training. Is that something you'll do? Absolutely, yeah, they deserve a rest. Played really well. I don't want to give them too big a head. I felt confident the game was won, that's why I took him off. Yeah, I think we're not done yet. Fine line, but we're on the right side of it right now. Toure was fantastic. More pleased for the players, I think, is a sensible option there. They absolutely deserve it. So our next match is a home game with Torquay United, who are in 8th position. So not an easy home game, but one we should be winning, hopefully. And I certainly intend to. We're going to be giving it everything we've got. I won't be making many changes from the last lineup. So let's just go through to the Torquay game. And forgot about the pre-match press conference. Oops. Torquay United have been disappointing and find themselves in 8th. Could they leave the racecourse with all the points? So we can't go into it anything less than prepared. Solihull Moors are in action against Yeovil. Yeah, I'd be surprised if they didn't win that one. Life's more fun when everyone's happy. Absolutely it is. I don't really want to discuss this question, to be honest, so I'm going to just ignore that one. Barnet. It's not really my place to comment, so that's exactly what I'm going to tell one. And then we'll move straight on. And it's game day, so be time to pick the team again. Just one moment. Here we go. So they want us to make 2 changes. Toure, I think I might start Angus this time. Just make the 1 change from last time. Although David Jones, if I can find a better alternative than Jones. Luke Young's not fit. Otherwise I'd try him. What's Jarvis like? No, Jones is a better player than Jarvis. So David Jones can come back in. There we go. That's the lineup we're going to go with. So players are completing their warm-up, and the team is Marek Steck in goal, Hosanna, Hayden, Lennon and Rowe at the back, Tozer at the base of midfield, James Jones and David Jones in midfield, Angus and McAlinden out wide, Mullin up top. And the one good piece of news is Rob Lainton is available again. He's back on the bench, so I've got 2 decent goalkeepers at last. So that's good news. We're doing well, so let's just give them a little bit of... I won't say anything at the start because we're at home. Minutes in, we're doing okay. Torquay haven't had a sniff yet. .25 still no highlight, which is slightly worrying, so we might just demand more at this stage. And Dave Jones has a corner. But it comes to absolutely nothing. Hayden plays it forward. Hosanna inside to Angus. Angus to McAlinden. McAlinden hits the post. He's not going to come any closer than that without scoring. McAlinden gets it to the back stick and Mullin's there to finish it off. 14th of the season already. This boy is absolutely lethal at this level. Although I'm not sure boy is an accurate description. I think he's getting on a little bit. Paul Mullin. Pardon me. So, Solihull Moors have lost top spot to Grimsby at the moment. We're 1 up at half time. So we're going well, but we can definitely find another gear and we'll play. No one needs to come off. So let's demand more. And now it's just going to be a case of managing their fitness and trying and holding on to the win. Hosanna to Angus. Angus crosses it deep, but McAlinden's headed it way over the top. And we wait for a highlight. Nothing exciting happening at this stage. And 66 gone. Their goalkeeper Halstead has the ball, but he can only find Rowe with it. Rowe runs it into their half. Jones to Mullin. Mullin, but the ball's given away. Moxie plays it over the top, but that's only going to Rowe. Rowe to Jones. Jones to McAlinden. McAlinden to Mullin. Mullin's lost the ball again. I'm a little bit worried about Mullin losing the ball so often. If he wasn't quite so lethal, I'd consider taking him off, but you can't take off a guy who can finish like Mullin can. And we're about to see that again, I think. Nope, it's gone wide this time. Angus looks like he needs to come off, so let's make that change now for Toure. And I'm going to give Carl Wootton a run out up front. And I'm going to take Rowe off and give Cameron Green a go at left back. So triple sub on 73 minutes. It's always a risk when you're only 1-0 up. Tozer on the ball now with the throw in, gives it to Jones, Jones to Hosanna, Hosanna to Tozer, Tozer to Hayden, Hayden to Lennon, Lennon to Green, green down the line to McAlinden, McAlinden to green, green back to Tozer, Tozer finds Jones, Toure to Hosanna out wide, gets his cross in, no, he gives it to Toure, who gives it him back. Hosanna does cross this time, but McAlinden's headed it over the bar. And we might just be about to hold on to this one. And we have done. Torquay didn't even manage so much as a shot, never mind a shot on target. So we'll outstretch the arms, and that was good. So happy with that. Give him a pat on the head. And as you saw there, we've achieved the park the bus. So I think that's 5 games in a row without conceding a goal, if I remember rightly. That was a great defensive performance. Will you bring anyone else? Only if we get rid of anybody. So I wouldn't expect anything. There we go. Oops. So next up is the first round of the FA Cup. And we've got a home tie against Morecambe. They are a higher league team, but they're struggling in their division. So it is a game that gives us every chance of getting through to round 2. We're certainly not going to take it for granted, but we've got every chance of going through if we play as well as we can. So I think, again, we'll keep a relatively stable side because it's going to have been 7 days since the last game. So there doesn't seem like a lot of point in making any changes, although I've just seen Rob Langton is injured. How long is he out for? Let's have a look. He's out for 2 days. So he'll be fit to sit on the bench, that's fine. Yeah, there's 4 days till the game, so it'll be absolutely fine. He can sit on the bench. And Marek Steck can continue in goal. As I said, I'm not thinking about making massive changes for this one because it's a game that we want to win. If we get through to round 2 and get a big tie, then yeah, we'll absolutely rotate to look after some of the tired players. But we've got a game against Morecambe to win first before we can even think about that. So here we go with the press conference. Let's see what they have to say. Are you confident? It's not going to be easy, but anything's possible. Kwame Thomas is out for 3 months, so he's got a long way to go. And Toes will be the difference maker. Yeah, I believe in his ability, absolutely. James Jones is a good player as well. So let's give those responses and leave the press conference. And we're now 1 day away from the game. So just waiting for the game to tick over to Saturday morning, and then we'll be in full preparation for the Morecambe game. And first thing we need to do is see what the assistant recommends for changes. I'm hoping he's not going to suggest wholesale changes, because I certainly don't want to be doing that. He wants to swap out McAlinden and Toure for Angus. No, swap out Angus and McAlinden for McAlinden and Toure. Yeah, go on then. Do it. Okay. So we'll swap Toure and McAlinden around. That's a bit better. And then is Angus on the bench? He is. So we've got Angus and Davis on the bench who can play there. I don't think there's anybody else I need. Nope. So we'll submit that team. And just waiting for the players to complete their warm-up. There we go, there's our team. Steck in goal, Hosanna, Hayden, Lennon and Rowe at the back, Tozer behind the two Joneses in midfield, Toure and McAlinden out wide, Mullin up top. It's a fairly familiar looking lineup. It's doing well, let's keep that going. Absolutely, kick off. And we'll drop some encouragement straight away because of the magnitude of the game. We'll just keep an eye on it and make sure that Morecambe don't get away from us too much. So they've had their first shot. But bizarrely, even though it's on target, it had an XG of 0. Yeah, they are starting to dominate a little bit, so let's drop a demand more. Mullin with the free kick. Oh, just wide. Jones looks like he might need to come off at half time, I think. I think that's probably what we'll do. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we'll tell them we can win it, keep up the hard work, and then we'll just make that change. In fact, both the Joneses look like they're struggling. But I don't have two central midfielders. So we'll take off David Jones because he's the least capable. And bring on Luke Young. So Luke Young for David Jones is the only change at half time. What I absolutely don't want in this game is a replay. I'm not saying I'd be willing to throw the game to avoid one, but I'm certainly saying I won't be disappointed if it doesn't go to the replay. That's well cleared from Tozer, but he's given it straight to a Younger. Mullin's got it, but he's given it away. But that's nicely dealt with at the back. We look so calm at the back at the moment. McAlinden's taken up a great position there. He's found Young. Young's found Rowe. Rowe's found Toure. And Toure's found the back of the net. What an absolutely bullet header. Phenomenal. So we'll just watch it from the other angle. Young gives it to Rowe. Rowe pings it across. Toure meets it full on his forehead. Plants it across the goalkeeper. I think maybe McAlinden might be the next one to come off. McAlinden for Jordan Davis, I think. And Toure for Angus. Mullin is through, and he's found the back of the net. That should seal the win. Absolutely brilliant. Just need to get a really good draw now in the next round. I don't think I'm counting too many chickens to say that we're through at this stage. And it's a big attendance as well, 10,332. So that's going to help the finances a bit. Not that that's a major issue with Wrexham, of course. Okay, we'll outstretch the arms and say nice work, well done everybody. Give them all a pat on the head. Send them on their way. And time for the post-match interview. So, it was a great performance. Yeah, absolutely. We're just going to take it one match at a time now. And that's it. That's all they want to know. I'm not sure when the draw for the next round takes place. So we'll have to wait and find out who we end up playing. But we either want a really good away draw that's going to make us a lot of money, or a home game against somebody that we can probably beat. Either of those scenarios and I'll be a happy boy. Right, let's have a look at the inbox. We've got some messages. Wrexham 6 games without conceding is their new team record. So I was right, it was 5 games for part of the bus achievement. And one of those, of course, is against the higher division team, so that's good. That's encouraging. Second round draw is now. So let's have a look at that draw, and we'll automatic draw it. So we've got Sutton United or Bromley will play Solihull Moors or Barnet. Port Vale will play Ebbsfleet United or Cheltenham Town. Boreham Wood or Oldham Athletic will play Crewe or Shrewsbury Town. Exeter City or Fleetwood Town will play Bradford City. Oxford United will play Chesterfield. Salford City will play Gillingham. Swindon Town or Altrincham will play Eastleigh. Stevenage Borough will play Grimsby Town. Charlton Athletic at home to Boston United. Milton Keynes Dons will play Walsall. Lincoln City will play Stockport County. Burton Albion or Southend will play Kidderminster or Rochdale. Cambridge United will play Wigan Athletic. Plymouth Argyle or Sunderland will play Rotherham. Aldershot Town will play Wrexham, so we have got a National League team, but we're away from home, so not the easiest. Ipswich play Newport. Carlisle play Wimbledon. Portsmouth play Forest Green or Hartlepool. Bolton or Colchester play Harrogate. Doncaster will play Tunbridge Angels. And that concludes the draw for round 2. So not really what we wanted out of that draw, to be honest. So I'm going to have, if I'm asked about it, I'm probably going to have to say I'm slightly disappointed. Which is not really what we wanted. Stockport County's Friars signs a new deal. Wrecsam injuries. Thomas is out for 3 months. Luke Young is back, so that's all fine. So we've got 3 days. We've got Kings Lynn Town away. Rob Langton starts on a coaching course. He's 32, so yeah, he's thinking about what he's going to do after football. He's probably realising that he's no longer first choice as well. But he was obviously out injured at the start of the season, so I had to bring in another goalkeeper over the top of him. And Hosanna's learnt to knock the ball past his opponent. He certainly has got pace. And here we go with the press conference. So, something of an inquest at Kings Lynn Town following a 4-0 defeat against Oxford. Not going to focus on that because it was a cup game against a higher division team. So, how challenging is it for you to get your players to play as well here as they did against Morecambe? You have to keep working hard. Torres had a fine start. He's been brilliant. Delighted. Lennon has come under pressure. Are you confident? Yeah, he's in good form. David Jones definitely is a leader. Torres got my full back in. And I'm going to stick with the prediction that we'll win the league because I don't see any reason to change my mind. Simple as that. And then, here we go. Kings Lynn Town away is our next match. So, almost time to pick the team. I'll just have a quick slurp. Okay, fitness test. Rob Langton should be monitored, so we're certainly not going to put him in the side. So basically they just want me to swap those two around. I'm not going to. Everybody looks fresh, so we'll just leave the team exactly as it is. Apart from the fact that because it was the FA Cup, we've got to get rid of 2 of the subs. So I'm going to take Rob Langton out and bring Dior Angus in. And we'll get rid of Davis and Langton. So go with those 5 on the bench. There we go, confirmation that the team is exactly the same. We've only made changes to the bench. So it's Steck in goal, Hosanna, Hayden, Lennon and Rowe at the back, Tozer, Jones and Jones in midfield, Torre, McAlinden out wide, Mullin up front. Let's give the lads a quick pep talk. And let's tell them we want them to pick up where they left off. So let's outstretch the arms and do that. Yeah, we can do that, so that's fine. And kick it off. So we'll give it 5 minutes as always. And if it's not going well, we'll drop a bit of encouragement. That was a bit of a frantic start. We've got a corner, and it's Dave Jones with the corner. I felt that might have been a penalty for a push, but obviously not. I couldn't see why he wouldn't have got there otherwise. So we'll demand more because it's gone a bit flat. So let's demand more. We're up to second, we're only a point off the top. So Notts County are beating Solihull Moors, which is very helpful. Oh, how's he hit the post from there? Had a massive chance to take the lead there. So let's hit them with a demand more again. Oh, Torres hit it over the top. Hosanna's not having a good game. Seen him do a lot wrong, but certainly not in the highlights. Ball's cleared, but Hosanna's got it, so now we might see. No, he's played Toure in. Toure out wide, hammers it across the box. McAlinden's basically walked it in. Okay, so it's 1-0 at half time. So going to the dressing room, got to be pleased with that performance, but we know they're capable of better than that. And we'll just have a look at the substitutions. Hosanna could do with coming off, so give Hall Johnson a run out. Because he hasn't really done anything wrong whenever I've played him. So we'll give him a shot. See what he says. Tozer to Hayden. Hayden back to Lennon. Lennon plays it wide to Rowe. There's a ball down the line on, but he doesn't take it. Jones plays it in and Mullin scores. Of course he does. Beautiful finish from Paul Mullin. So the replay from the other angle shows what a beautiful, delicious ball in that was from David Jones. And we're now top of the table with that, with the way the other results have gone. And suddenly 2 points clear. So yeah, we'll do that. 5 minutes left. So Lennon off for... Nope, we haven't got anybody. So he'll have to stay on. I'm going to outstretch the arms and give him very happy with that. Absolutely. It's a fantastic result. And confirmation that we are indeed top of the league. 2 points clear of Grimsby and Solihull. Solihull lost. What did Grimsby do? Can't see them. Where are they? Looks like they might not have played unless I'm being blind. No. So we'll do the post-match press conference. Another clean sheet for the side today. It's now 637 minutes since Marek Steck last conceded. He's a top class keeper at this level, there's no question about that. that goal changed everything. Callum Rowe played really well. I'm really happy for him. Yeah, we played for 90 minutes. I don't see why we can't stay top of the table. But it's not going to be easy to stay top, but we've got a home game against the struggling Wealdstone side up next, so we should be looking to get another win. And sorry about the background noise, just my kids getting ready for bed. Okay, 4 days until the next game. So let's have a look. So we've got Davis is away on international duty, but it looks like he's going to be back for the Wealdstone game. So we should be able to name an unchanged team again. Hopefully. Although having said that, Davis might need a rest, because depending on how much football he's actually played. We'll review that in a minute when we come to pick the team for Wealdstone. Certainly don't need to make a decision about that now. So the game is tomorrow, and what's their advice? Their advice is to swap those two round. So I don't see the point. I'll just check the fitness of the players on the day, and if everybody's fit, the team will stay the same. It's been 7 days since the last game, so and we've got a game against Halifax away on Tuesday, so that might need some rotation. But today's game, we're going to try and keep it as consistent as we can, and everybody is in full, in fact the whole squad is in full health apart from Thomas, who's out long-term injured. So we'll just submit the team, keep it the same, go into the next match. And pump the fists. We're doing well and we're on a good run, so let's just keep going. Absolutely, that's what we want. Hosanna has lost it, but he's got it back. He's got himself out of trouble there. McAlinden gives it to Rowe. Rowe down the wing. Plays it back for Dave Jones. Plays it to Tozer. Tozer to Mullin. Mullin wide. Missed the target. And Wealdstone are having the better of it, so I'm going to hit them with a demand more at this stage. We need more from the boys than this. Although to be fair, our XG is slightly better than theirs, although neither of them are very good. So that's gone over the top, and it is a penalty. I'm not going to let David Jones take this one. It is going to be Paul Mullin. Mullin steps up and he's blasted it past the goalkeeper. Yeah, absolutely. There was no way he was going to save that. So we're ahead and looking good value for it at the moment. And it is now looking like a three-way fight for the title. We're comfortably clear of 4th place. So we'll just tell them to keep going. And we'll just wait till the 70th minute and then we'll look at potentially making some subs, but let's demand a bit more. Let's try and get a bit more out of them. Mundell Smith with the throw-in. Dyer, Mundell Smith plays it down the line. Hamill needs to get tackled. That's gone right. Oh, he's got to be offside. No, Adam Hamill has equalised. I wouldn't say it was superb. That was route 1. Don't want to watch the replay. We'll demand more. And Hosanna needs to get this down the line. He has. Toure. Jones. No, straight at the goalkeeper. Wickens. Rowe. Down the wing. McAlinden beats his man. Give it to Mullin. Mullin to Jones. Jones to Toure. Toure to Mullin. Mullin scores. It's his 18th of the season. Boy's on fire. So, very nearly substitution time. Mundell Smith. We need to get a tackle in, boys. We have done, we've won it back. David Jones. Toure gives it back to the other Jones. Tozer over the top. Jones, Toure gives it to Mullin. Mullin should have buried that. Jones with the free kick. He's gone for goal and he's not far away. Right, we need to do a couple of subs. So let's try McAlinden off for Cameron Green. Toure off for Dior Angus. So we've still got one substitution in the bag should we need it. Oh, Callum Rose picked up an injury, so it'll have to be Hall Johnston because we don't have a left back on the bench. So we'll just get a full back to play on the wrong side for a bit. Very nearly 3-1 there. Hosanna with the throw in. And Harry Lennon with the header. Brilliant goal. 3-1. That surely wraps up the win. And it does. 3-1. So we'll outstretch the arms. Nice work. looking very encouraging at this stage. We're top of the table with 15 games gone. Callum Rowe's injured, but only for a couple of days, so that's absolutely fine. And we've got 10th place Halifax away next. There will be a few changes for this one. But ahead of that one, I'm just going to nip for a wee. I will be right back. And I'm back. Sorry for the delay there. Here we go. Right. So, monthly staff meeting, the usual, just request a summary. So, Pete Wild is winning a lot of plaudits for what many perceive to be his overachievement with Halifax, given their limited resources and finances. Do you agree he's performing at an unexpectedly high level? I'm not sure. I'll say I don't like to talk about other managers. Planning on resting David Jones. Yeah, we'll give him a rest. Toure has done really well. Matt Warburton, yeah, he's been their key player, I think. Yeah, it's been a fun place to be recently. It is a must-win game. Their progress has been fascinating. There we go. Right. Let's get into the team selection for the Halifax game. Okay, so I'm going to hit the quick pick, see what changes. Yeah, Callum Rowe needs a rest, so Cameron Green's going to have to play at left back. Luke Young. David Jones is fit, so why is he not playing? McAlinden and Toure, if we swap them round, that works better. I might play Hall Johnston in place of Hannah, because Hannah was a bit disappointing last time. So we'll go with that. So, teams are warming up. And the lineups: Steck in goal, back four of Hall Johnson, Hayden, Lennon and Green. Tozer at the base of the midfield, James Jones and David Jones in front of him, Jimmy Torre and McAlinden out wide, and Mullin up top. So the front three hasn't really changed all season, and I don't really want to change it. So we'll outstretch the arms and tell them to pick up where they left off. And we'll drop a bit of encouragement early because we're away. Or we might need to go with the demand more in a minute. Although that was nicely mopped up at the back, so that's good. Steck launches a ball forward. That's come down with snow on it. McAlinden's won it back, he's given it to Jones. Jones has found Mullin. Mullin has hit the crossbar. Unlucky. We haven't had a shot on target yet, so we need to demand a little bit more. This is our chance. Jones at the back, and Paul Mullin gets another goal. No, it's disallowed. He is offside, he's miles off. Jones with a corner, but it's headed away. Warburton needs tackling quickly, but he's given it to Allen. We've put in a slide tackle but lost the ball. We need to get this ball back quickly now. We're in big trouble. Yeah, they've sprung the trap. We're in trouble. This is where we go 1-0 down. No, it's over the top. I was convinced we were going 1-0 down there. We haven't had a shot on target. I need to demand more. I think there's going to be some stuff thrown at half time. Although I'm not going to throw the water bottle because we all know that never works. So we'll thrash the arms instead. Tell them we're far from pleased. And have a look at what we've got on the bench. We've got Harry Lennon looks like he needs a break, so Sean Bresley can come on at the back. Cameron Green at left back. Needs a rest really, but he's not going to get one. Reece Hall Johnston for Bryce Ozana. I'm not going to make 3 subs at half time, but we will hit this with a demand more at this stage. Toure absolutely needs to come off if he can for Angus. That somehow is off the line. We're somehow still top of the league, but this looks like being 2 points dropped at the minute. Unless somebody can find a moment of magic. Jones. McAlinden's done it. He's put it in the net. And this time it does count. Jones for McAlinden, and a brilliant header. Just had too much on it for the goalkeeper. Oh, terrific. So 83 minutes gone and our left winger's forced off injured. David Jones can play out there. So what we'll do, yeah, we'll put David Jones out on the left wing. Is that David Jones? It is. He can't really play out there, but... And then we'll put another midfielder there. So we've got the hole at the base of the midfield instead. So we've got two players who can't really play where we're asking them to play, but we're only asking them to do it for 7 minutes. Just drop them with a focus on 89 minutes. And yes, we've held on. That could be a massive victory come the end of the season, given that we've held on with 10 men. That was a good win. Very happy with that. What's that done to the league table? 2 points clear. But now 5 clear of Solihull Moors, who not so long ago were winning the league. Liam McAlinden is out for 4 weeks. Oh, he's pulled his calf muscle. To physio. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Right. Attend the press conference. Focus on the next match. Mullin. Yeah, he played well. Three to 4 weeks. Yeah, we'll miss him, but and we're pleased for the players with that result. So we can move on to the next match. We're at home to Bromley. I'm intending to go till about 10 o'clock tonight. So we've still got time for a few more games. Sunderland knocked Plymouth out. So we've got a home game against 16th place Bromley. So this is definitely an opportunity to pick up 3 more points and potentially rest 1 or 2 people as well. Won't be going for massive changes, but we should definitely think about resting a couple of players. Yeah, if we play as well as we can, we're going to be fine. going to talk about that. Yeah, we're going to go after them. So free flowing attacking game. You're keen on making Callum Rose loan stay a permanent one? Absolutely, we want to do that. Paul Mullin's influence for us can't be overstated. Don't feel it's my place to comment on other managers. I'm not going to. Harry Lannon, they're absolutely right to be praising him. He's doing well. So I'll just tickle his ego a little bit. And we'll rest the players for this one. Although in fact no, we'll put out a weaker side against Dover. Change of plan. We'll put the weakened side out against Dover. But even then, I'm not going to go with a stupidly weak team. Just one or two changes. So we're forced into making changes today anyway. So we'll go with that lineup. I quite agree with that. So I'll give Mullin a rest against Dover. So teams are finishing their warm-up, and our lineup is confirmed. Marek Steck in goal, Hosanna, Hayden, Lennon and Rowe at the back, Tozer at the base of midfield, two Joneses in central midfield, Angus and Toure out wide, Mullin up top. And it's a match. We're favourites and we should be winning comfortably. I think that's exactly right. So give it 15 minutes to see how the game settles down, and we're already 1 up after 1.5 minutes. So I don't think we need to make any rash decisions at this stage. We will watch the goal. Rowe hammers the cross and Angus just gets up above his man and scores with our first chance of the game. Toure, Tozer, Angus holds it, gives it to Hannah, Jones, Angus, Hosanna gets his cross in, but Toure can't find the target. So the goal is the only shot on target of the match so far. Although there has been another one now, although we didn't see it. So Tozer with the throw in, gives it to Rowe. Rowe beats his man. Toure cuts inside. He's looking for help. Finds Jones. Jones back to Hayden. Hayden through to Angus. Angus inside to Jones. Jones gives it back to Angus. Angus finds the bottom corner. It's 2-0. Delightful finish. We're playing really well at the moment. So we'll pump the fists. Doing well. Go. And we'll just keep an eye on fitness levels now. Nurse anybody through the game that needs it. Toure to Jones to Jones. Jones over the top. Mullin absolutely buries that one. No, it's disallowed. So harsh. Tozer, Hayden to James Jones to Mullin to Angus, and it's just wide. Completely dominated this game. Probably should be further ahead than we are. Right, Jones needs to come off, if at all possible. Yeah, we can give him a rest because we've got Young on the bench. Toure needs a rest. So we'll bring on Cameron Green. And at 2-0, I think Mullin's done for the day. We'll give Wotton a game. Tozer gives it to Hayden. Hayden over the top, finds Mullin. Mullin's only gone and found the back of the net. Here it is from the other angle. Tozer to Hayden. Hayden over the top. Mullin just times his run and volleys it past the keeper. Brilliant goal. Welcome in, B Martin 64. I'm very well, thank you. And you? Excellent. As you can see, we're in great form. I'm a Plymouth Argyle supporter, B Martin. What about yourself? Just going to let Kyle Wotton take this penalty. It didn't do it, but Angus has scored anyway. It's actually not a very good penalty. Cousins should have saved that. But we're 4-0 up and another comfortable win. Marek Steck with a goal kick. Suddenly it's 4-1 out of absolutely nothing. We will watch the replay. Minoga just runs through and slots it past the keeper. There we go. And that's the end of the game. We've won 4-1. So we'll outstretch the arms. Nice work. And then just waiting for the league table. There we go. We're 2 points clear, 17 games gone. It's been a great start so far. You're a Bristol City supporter. Fair enough. How's your season going so far? I've not actually kept an eye on you guys. And this is hat trick. was outstanding. Have to be pleased after that. I won't be making any more signings. Happy with my current squad. I don't have anything to say about Bromley. Oh, I feel your pain, B. Martin. That was us last season. But when things aren't going so well, it makes the good times all the sweeter, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not Nigel Pearson's biggest fan, B. Martin, it has to be said. Still remember his press conference where he called that journalist an ostrich. Was he manager of Leicester at the time, I think? Right, so we've got a press conference to deal with. Oh, that's interesting, B. Martin. So when you say it's been leaked by who? Interesting. So do you think he'll last, or do you think this might be close to the end? I don't disagree with you, to be honest. If you're struggling in the league and there's rumours of personal problems, yeah, I agree. I can't see him being there for the season. I don't think you'll struggle to get a replacement, though. I don't want to arrange extra time. I'm definitely not interested in that guy. So, right, time for the Dover Athletic game. They're 23rd in the league, which this season obviously is bottom, and they haven't yet wiped out their points deduction. They're still on -3. That'd be a good appointment if you can get Daniel Farker. Right, time to do a quick team selection. I think we'll just go with their suggested lineup. It's not looking too bad. Although what I might do is just swap those two around. Touré's better on the right. Okay, there's our... sorry, I forgot to read out the lineups this time. I usually do that. So we'll just outstretch the arms and carry the last performance on. We'll do well and we'll kick the game off. So who do you want as a replacement, B. Martin? Young plays it through. Mullin rounds the keeper. What a goal! Alex Neil would be a cracking appointment. Neil Warnock, can you see him taking another job? I'm not so sure at his age. And as we said a moment ago, Daniel Farker, I think, would be the best of those three. But Alex Neil would certainly not be a bad shout. As long as you don't take Ryan Lowe, I'll be happy. So we're already 1 up away at Dover. Stack hits it long. Hosanna, Toure. Toure's got acres of space to run into. Finds a cross, but can't find his man. And it's in the left back area with Rowe. Gives it to Tozer. Tozer to James Jones. Jones to Davis. Gives it back to Jones. Tozer. We're being forced back. It's Hayden. Hosanna's got it. He's given it to Toure. Cross. Mullin. Bullet header. This boy has been lethal all season. He's absolutely on fire. If that's not 20 for the season, he's only 1 away. I'm not sure, B. Martin. I'm not sure how Shrewsbury are getting on. I'm only working with one screen, so I can't look for you. But they're certainly a decent side. They always give us a good game. We certainly have. You're absolutely right. Seem to remember we had a striker from you, Arnold Garita. He was a bit of a unit. There we go, we're 3 up at half time. We need to be looking at making some changes. Hosanna's having a nightmare at right back. So we'll bring on Hall Johnson. Harry Lennon. I'll take Jones off for the other Jones. So we'll swap one Jones for another. And Toure will give Kyle Wootton a go out there, but I'll swap Kyle Wootton with Mullin because Mullin can play out wide. Lennon and Rowe playing it between themselves, giving it back to the keeper. Hayden, ball forward, but it's an aimless lump. Presumably that's the new passing inaccuracy when the players are slightly tired. We're seeing it a bit more now. But at 3-0 up it shouldn't pose us too many problems, hopefully. Although, having said that, we've just conceded. I'm going to let the subs go through anyway. So yeah, we'll continue those, and we'll just drop a demand more just to make sure they don't do anything stupid. Kieran Agard, yeah, a good player, you're absolutely right. Although, as we've got Hardy and Jeffcott up front, and Ennis about to come back from injury, Agard could find it hard to get in the team. That's another win, 3-1. So we'll outstretch the arms, tell him it was good. And wait for the pre-match press conference. There you go, or the post-match press conference, I should say. We're 4 points clear at the top now. And no, there isn't a press conference. Our next match is away in the FA Cup second round at Aldershot Town. Aldershot are in our division, so this could be a very, very tough fixture, and we're unlikely to make it through to round 3. And as you can see, I got Manager of the Month, and Mullin, unsurprisingly, Player of the Month. So Kwame Thomas is now in rehab, but he's still nowhere near fit enough to come back. I don't think we'll see him for another 2 or 3 months yet. Okay. Just waiting for the game to carry on. My apologies for the delay. There we go, we're back in and we've got a press conference. So let's find out what the non-league paper have got to say. Are we confident? No, it's going to be a tough game. Liam McAlinden is going to be out 7 days to 2 weeks. Still a little way off. Yeah, that's absolutely true, B. Martin. We have met quite a few times. But we don't generally do very well in the Carabao Cup. Bit of a running joke amongst Argyle supporters. If we get past round 1, we've done well. That is absolutely true. You did, and then we did win the game the year after. But generally speaking, we tend to lose in the Carabao Cup. Right, game day, so time to think about what we're going to do for the Aldershot game. You did indeed, yes, you did get to the semis. Back in the dim and distant past, we've been there ourselves in both cup competitions. but not for a long time. I remember your game against Manchester United. Absolutely. Right. So we'll quick pick and see what that looks like. That actually looks quite good. I think I might just leave that. I'm going to leave that team as it is. Sometimes it's better not to tinker too much. But I need to remember to actually go through the lineup in full once it's on the screen this time. So it's Marek Stek in goal, Hosanna, Hayden, Lennon and Rowe at the back, Tozer at the base of midfield, James Jones and David Jones in central midfield, Angus wide right, Toure wide left, Mullin up top. Yeah, absolutely. Going 1-0 up at the Etihad must have been incredible. It's not a ground I've been to. How many did you take? There's not much happening in this game so far. We're 0-0. Aldershot on the attack. And they've scored. First chance of the game. So I think we'll hit them with a demand more at this stage, but nothing else. Work ball into box. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Disappointing. Couldn't quite work out who was at fault there. That's impressive. 7,680 away fans. Andrews is in. Oh, keeper saved it. Brilliant. Yes, I remember you going out to Manchester City, but absolutely no disgrace in that. Angus needs to come off. So we'll bring on Jordan Davis and swap him with Toure once he comes on. Yeah, you did really well against Manchester City, absolutely no doubt about it. Right, what we're going to do, let's give him a bit of a rocket, nothing too bad. And then we need to swap Toure and Davis around. Although actually Davis is no better on that side. But we'll try that for now. Go with it. Drop a demand more. Lennon. Have I got a sub for Lennon? Yes, I can bring on Hall. Johnston can actually play centre back, so we'll take Lennon off. Mullin's having a shocker up front. Time to take him off for the first time and bring on it's the first time I've subbed him for not being good enough. I've subbed him plenty of times because he's run his race. Oh, Touré's gone and equalised. Fans can be so cruel sometimes, B. Martin. I'm really hoping that this doesn't go to a replay, but it's looking like it's going to at this stage. We'll try and push for a winner. Oh, he couldn't get it through. Aldershot are just keeping possession now. They're not interested in... Oh, they are interested in attacking, and... Oh, it's wide. I thought they'd scored. But neither side deserves to win this game, so I suppose a replay and us then being the home side, got to be happy with that. Yeah, proud of them for turning it around. Is there a press conference? Let's have a look at the inbox. Angus is injured but only for 3 days, so that's fine. Press conference. I think home advantage is definitely going to help us. There we go. Do you have to sit back and admire when a position puts in a performance like Enoch Asante? Yeah, he played really well. Nothing we could have done about that. That's genius, B. Martin. That's absolute genius. We quite often used to do the same thing when we used to play away at Wrexham, back when Wrexham were in the Football League. So we've got a home match with Weymouth next up. Won't be the last match of the stream. Let's have a look at the fixtures. See what we've got coming up. So we've got Weymouth, and then 4 days. I think we'll try and get through to the end of the Halifax game. So we'll do three more, and then call it a night. Yeah, absolutely. Bristol versus Swansea is often quite a rough game. Passions can run quite high in that one. Let's find out who we're potentially going to play in round 3. Was that recently, B. Martin? So we're, funnily enough, we'll be playing Swansea in the next round. So I think I'll stop that automatic draw all the teams because we found out who we're playing. We'll just get straight through to the Weymouth game. It's another one we should be looking to win. Dibble's ill, but we'll just send him home because he's our third choice goalkeeper. So that's fine. As long as he doesn't make anybody else ill. And I think we should be hopefully at full strength for the Weymouth game. That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant, B. Martin. I suppose the important question is, did you win the game? Right, press conference time. Will Liam McAlinden be available? 3 days. No. You'll have to sit this one out. Yeah, he's fine. No, it's a good derby, Bristol City versus Bristol Rovers. We've had some good games with Bristol Rovers over the years. Quite a few of them have ended 3-2, to be fair. Right, time for game day. Fitness test. So McAlinden might pick him. We'll see. See if we can avoid it. Right, David Jones. Let's have a look. See if we can find a better alternative than David Jones. No, we actually don't have a better alternative, so he's going to have to stay in the side. Yeah, I'm not sure how much longer though, B. Martin. He's been in a fair amount of trouble, hasn't he? And I don't think he tends to be very popular with anybody that he's not managing. Let's pump the fists and tell them they're favourites. See if that inspires them to go and win the game. Hosanna with the throw-in to Angus. Angus to Rowe, Rowe to Jones. Jones, oh, what a rocket. Fantastic goal. I've not heard that one before, B. Martin. But I do appreciate the sentiment and quite agree with you. Hosanna. Jones. Hosanna again. He's going to have to do it himself, I think. Nope, he's found Tozer. Hosanna to the back stick. Ref's given a penalty. I don't want Angus taking it though. Mullin's going to have it. Really? Danny Simpson? I wouldn't write him off just because he's 34 though. Yeah, you've obviously made me chuckle again, B. Martin. That's another one I haven't heard before, but probably would have worked a little bit better if Stephen Hawking was still around. How are we doing? 33 minutes gone, we're 2-0 up. But we've lost Harry Lennon to injury, which is an absolute nightmare. Hall Johnston's going to have to come on. We literally don't have anybody else. In fact we do, we could put Ben Tozer in there. And then swap Harry Lennon with Luke Young. Yeah, that's much better. So I'm now going to have to delay. I might have to do that to B. Martin. There's quite a few managers that could do with taking that course of action though, to be fair. Nigel Pearson's not on his own with that. Claydon with a free kick. He's managed to test the goalkeeper, but we've cleared it. So I might need to just demand more here, just to give the lads a little bit of a shake. Don't want Weymouth getting back into the game. I mean, we're clearly ahead for shots on target and XG. But we all know that that doesn't actually count for anything if you don't stick the ball in the net. We've done so twice so far, but if they were to get one, although that's just sewn it up, 3-0, I can't see Weymouth coming back from this. Wait till 70 minutes, I will then take Angus off. Right, let's do a quick sub. So we need to take Angus off. So I'll do what I normally do. Drop Mullin back. Angus for Wotton, sorry. I'm getting him mixed up with Paul Wotton, the Argyle legend. Yeah, there's no need for that sort of behaviour, is there, B. Martin? I've heard that about him before, to be fair. But if he fails at Bristol City, I can't see where he goes from there. Jones. He's dawdled on the ball and McCoyd's got in on the act. Boateng. Not sure which Boateng that is. Might have to check the Weymouth team, because it could be former Argyle player Hiram Boateng. Oh, he's missed it, but he's offside anyway. And we have indeed seen it out. Hayden's cleared it. And that's it. Game over. Another 3-0 win. So we'll outstretch the arms. Win and a good performance. That'll do. Well done. Absolutely. Rub their tummies. And let's see what the waiting press have to say. So we're now 6 points clear at the top of the league, but Grimsby have played a game more. And we're 9 clear of Solihull Moors, but on the same number of games. So we're looking good at this point. Harry Lennon is out for 4 to 5 weeks with a twisted ankle. That's not good news. So I guess we're going to be talking about that in the press conference. Yeah, I was keen for us to get off to a good start. James Jones is capable of that. He's a great player. I'm not going to talk about the referee if I can avoid it. I'll just say I'm happy enough to have won. Rather focus on my team. What are my thoughts about Kings Lynn Town? They've done okay. There we go. But I can't see them sustaining it. So we've now got the Aldershot game coming up. Second round replay. This could be massive. If we can get past Aldershot, we could get a huge third round tie. It could literally set the club up. Although having said that, we're not exactly short of money with the Hollywood investment, are we? For this level, we've got plenty. McAlinden resumes training. So I'm going to put out as strong a team as I can this time for this game. Let's do the pre-match press conference. It's always nice to hear positive things said about you, absolutely. Confident as long as we stick to our game plan. I welcome any opportunity to take this club as far as it can go. Replays are fair, no problem with that. We always practice penalties. I think we need to do much differently. Yeah, I think that's where we want to set the bar. Callum Rowe is key to our side. Not as key as Paul Mullin, obviously, but Callum Rowe is still one of the most important players at the club. So Wrexham versus Aldershot. Let's have a look. Harry Lannon, of course, is injured, so we're going to hit quick pick and probably swap McAlinden and Toure around, but I might try Angus. there instead. Use McAlinden off the bench rather than from the start. So that's the lineup. So it's Marek Steck in goal, Hosanna, Tozer, Hayden and Rowe at the back, Luke Young at the base of the midfield, James Jones and David Jones in central midfield, Jimmy Toure and Dior Angus as the wingers, and Paul Mullin as always up front. Let's go and give the players a bit of encouragement. So we'll pump the fists. Let's keep it going. And Aldershot get the first shot, but not even worthy of a highlight. Decent crowd of 6,099 for today's game, so it's going to help financially. All these extra cup games. Right, let's drop a demand more. Try and give them a little bit of a shake. Rowe isn't playing that well, and neither is Mullin. Need a bit more from Mullin. That was offside. Come on, lads. Let's have you. That's a lumped ball over the top, but our keeper's bailed us out there. So we do need to demand more again. But Eds's round the back, but it's hammered clear. It comes to nothing. Be nice. Come on. And it's 0-0 at half time. Thrash the arms, not good enough. Maybe look to make one sub. Callum Rowe is nervous. So we'll put Cameron Green on instead. And there's only been 2 shots on target in the whole game. This has been a dull cup tie. Nothing interesting happening. Young is having a nightmare. So we'll bring on Dan Jarvis. I might try and drop one of the... I'll try and drop David Jones into the defensive midfield position. So we'll confirm that change. We'll take Mullin off. Bring on Wootton. Got a corner. But it's come to nothing. We're well ahead on XG, but not on chances. Angus. Kyle Wootton scores. It's only his 2nd goal of the season, but this one could be absolutely massive. So just 5 minutes to go. We're 1 up. And there we go. So we'll give them a little bit of a outstretch the arms. Nice work, well done. So that's hopefully set us up. So we'll go to the press conference. Pleased with the result. Brilliant feeling. No less than we deserved. Tough draw against Swansea. Yeah, it's absolutely a tough draw. And also not that financially rewarding. So, one more game on this stream. Home to Halifax Town on Saturday. And then we'll go look for someone to raid. Right. Game is now tomorrow. And we've got not interested. Okay. So it's the FA Trophy third round against Halifax Town. This is a competition I'd quite like to win. So we're certainly not going to be fielding the weak side. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can do. Linden out. For Angus. Linden for Laynton. Right. 3 and 2.5, or 3 and 2.5. It makes no difference. So we'll play them that way round. So confirm that's the team selection. Go to the match. Teams are warming up. And it's Marek Steck in goal, Bryce Hosanna, Aaron Hayden, Ben Tozer and Callum Rowe at the back, Luke Young at the base of midfield, James Jones and David Jones in central midfield, Jimmy Toure and Dior Angus as the wingers, Paul Mullin up front. So we'll just give him a little bit of a encouragement. So we won't do anything at this stage. Just bear with me one moment, just stepping away. Okay, I'm back with you, and would demand more, but Jones has absolutely crashed a free kick and has managed to win us a corner. We've reached half time and it's 0-0. Angus is having a complete nightmare. So he'll be... I'll thrash the arms. No, we'll point the finger and tell them we haven't been nearly good enough. And then we will look to get Angus off for McAlinden. Hopefully he can last 45 minutes. Tozer's bailed his keeper out there. And we've managed to hold on to the ball. McAlinden cuts inside. He needs some help though. Toure. Ah, it's just wide. So close. This is going to be the last game of the stream. We'll just sort that injury out. I'm reluctant to make another sub because we might have extra time to deal with in a minute. It's misplaced pass and it could cost us. We're wide open at this point, but he's blazed it over the top. We've got away with it. Absolutely got away with one there. If it does go to extra time, I'm going to have to take a couple players off, I think. Given the chance, obviously. But it hasn't gone to extra time. Matt Stenson's come in and won it. No, it's disallowed. So that is full time. The disallowed goal was the last action of the game. Yeah, I felt we could have won that, but we didn't. Okay, so time to look for someone to raid. So let's do that right now. And we will raid Mr. Tony Jameson, I think. Mr. Tony Jameson, I think. Mr. Tony Jameson, I think. Mr. Tony Jameson. So we'll just try and relaunch that raid.
Oh. Determination's high, decision making's pretty decent, reflexes are good, handling's decent, command of area is good, positioning's decent. Northern Pilgrim, welcome in, man, nice to see you, hope you're well. Nice to see you in. How was the stream? How'd you get on? I find it hard to tell who would do well at this level. It's like Conference South, but everyone is Conference Save. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's absolutely like Conference Save. And because of that, that's what I like. That's what I like. Do you see Danny Alves has gone back to Barcelona? I did see that. Also as well, you'll have seen the news that it looks like Aguero's going to have to retire. So that's not ideal, is it? That's not ideal. Results were good, but it wasn't exactly busy. Oh, okay, let's change that, right? So, everyone, Northern Pilgrim's just started streaming, right? He's one of our guys, okay? Dave Goodger is one of our guys in here. Rich Owens is one of our guys in here. Do us a favour, drop follows on them, right? Northern Pilgrim has been streaming for about a week, right? So go and give him some love, okay? I've just literally given him a shout out there. So let's grow his channel, okay? He's on what 13 now. Let's boost it. Let's get him some big numbers going on, right? Dave Goodger again, do the same for him, and also if Rich Owens is still in the chat. Where's Rich Owens? Are you still here, Rich? He's gone, right? Fuck Rich Owens then. Jetbaru can have it instead, right? There he is, right? Rich is there. Go on, right? Give Rich a follow as well, right? There you go, right? Yeah, boost their channels, give them some love. Just click the links. There you are now. Click it and then give them a follow. Come back here and we'll because these guys are doing good stuff. So that's what we like. Position is not brilliant. 24 though, 6'2". Aerial reach is good. Punching's decent. Handling's really, really bad. I got called Parrot Bateman at work today. Oh, nice. Like, this is the thing. This is how my brains work. My brains went, oh, well done. What in terms of, like, were you dressed that way? Or were you, killing people? Or did you have Phil Collins on? Because that also helps, Actually, Fauzi's not bad. Handling 10 to 15. Eccentricity really high. He's played one game in League Two and he's conceded 5 goals. He sounds like the sort of person that we need in goal. He sounds like the sort of player I've signed before. Get the Huey Lewis and the news on as well. Yeah. I wear a suit to work. It's the red tie. It's the pickaxe in my boot. Sutu Studio was released. Timmy G, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Oh, how are you? Hope you're well. Adiasa. $22 goals conceded. A seizure. Handling's good. Positioning's decent enough, but it is a beautiful shirt behind me. Reindeer, please. Well spotted. That was from our FM21 save. which we you live in Peterborough, you don't even own one. Well, look at that. That's my yeah. We've got one of those. Yeah, we did. FM21 was ended up being 10 years at Peterborough, which was wasn't planned. We started off at Sunderland, lasted 6 months, got sacked. Shirt turned up the day we got sacked. Whoops. So we waited for Peterborough, went through everything. Then, when we got promoted to the Premier League, then we bought the shirt. So, yeah, happy to turn up 45 quid. But, you know, it's here. It looks great. Are we getting a Slemon shirt? I have looked into it. They're very expensive. So we will get one at some point. If we're here, we need to stay here. That's the thing. We need to stay here because obviously we're to build a nation. Because we could potentially get sacked and move to, you know, Bali or Pesishara here. We could go anywhere. So we've said if we're here for 10 years, we'll buy a new shirt and we'll hang that up. The other one we've got there, which you can see, is this one here. It's a white one. It's the FC United against suicide. It's the Scottish charity. They were advertising them this year, basically trying to raise awareness for obviously suicide in particularly Scottish males particularly, but you know, suicide in general in Scotland. It got a load of you know, a lot of people sort of picked up on the campaign, and it was very successful. So lots of people going, oh, can you buy the shirts? When can they come out? So the charity actually released them, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get one of these, hang it up in the back of the stream. So because of the fact the idea was never to have to go and buy loads of shirts this year, I thought if that hangs in the stream constantly, then that's a nice little sort of reminder that we do support charity around here as well, and a fantastic cause. So I thought, you know what, let's get the FC United shirt, and it just hangs up there. And as Mozza says, fantastic shirt for a fantastic cause indeed. And make sure you give the gaffer a follow, Mr. Playoffs as well. He's in here. Obviously looking forward to the weekend where he gets his play PvP on. So he's actually going to play this time. Are the FC United shirts still available? I'm not sure. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. I've got a link here for you. If they are, get on it. Yeah, you can still get them by the looks of it. I thought we had that as a link, so as a little command, but there you go. Can't wait to get going. Fed up of editing. Yeah, I can imagine. Happy with tonight's result as well. I think we can safely say now that we are in a position where if we lose the playoff, we can say that we've refused to qualify for the World Cup on moral grounds. So I'm happy enough if you are. Yeah, he's pretty good as well, mind. He's got everything we need to be a bit of a midfield general, I think. He's available on a free next year, or we try and cut the deal now. Let's have a think, because I think he might be someone we need right now. So Zulfiandi, remember the name folks, Zulfiandi. Does this team ever use help? It does, but it's not very good. Everything, to be honest, as we've started, is not very good. So we're slowly building it. The youth facilities are poor. The training facilities are poor. We've asked for an affiliate, so hopefully that'll help bring some money in and help sort of raise everything. But you know, I'm so bad at remembering places, and I've got a spreadsheet for it. On we've got the same, mate. We've got the same. We've got Jenna's spreadsheets in here. So that's sort of like giving us a bit of a vibe as to where we need to improve. So that's something we're going to be doing, particularly more going forward at the end of the season. So this year I'm kind of using it as collecting all my data, which is what you need to do in Moneyball. Really, you need data to work with. So this season's kind of a little bit like of a gimme, you know, in that doesn't have to be 100% in that mould, but it's nice to sort of be in the habit, you know. One observation about the save when I was scouting, go for it. Finky Pasanda, like he's got good decision making, he's got good work rate, he's got a good name. Stamina's not brilliant. You need more under 21 friendlies. Okay, cool. I haven't even considered that. So that's a good shout. That's a very good shout. Determination's decent. Teamwork's a little bit lax, but everything else I quite like. So again, I'm thinking maybe as a someone with a little bit something different in the midfield, maybe a bit of creativity, maybe. Hassan Hussein seems like an obvious guy to buy, doesn't it? Definitely switch towards Moneyball. £50 million in the bank with Dundee United at the minute. I mean, we will never have that sort of money in the bank. We will have about 70 quid if we're lucky. But the squad fitness is a concern for a few players. You have a few first teamers available for under 21 games, but they only have 16 fixtures a year. Okay, that's cool. That's not something I've looked at. So let's go to staff responsibilities and make that someone else's job. Best way of doing it, isn't it? Recruiting staff, under 21s. Nothing to do with friendlies. Okay. Right. I mean, Zach Goodger's crushing it, isn't he? Okay, so they're playing games all through August. So, all right, so if I get some friendlies going off the back, essentially, of that makes sense. Yeah? Because obviously, they appear to just have a league in August and a league in July, and that's it. Okay. Very, very strange, but I guess it makes sense in a way. Okay, cool, right. I've noted that. We'll get some friendlies going on for the youngsters then. So he's apparently got a bit of ability in the future. Aaron Evans, right? Aaron, you've just got to go, mate. Just got to go, okay? Like, please leave. Even if it's on loan, just something, anything. Like, you know. So we can register new players. Let's get Beto registered. We haven't unregistered players who are being bidded on yet, so let's unregister. Who else was there? Solshin, and there was another defender, wasn't there? Who had some bids in for, I'm sure of it. Unless they've already gone. Just don't think they have. There you go. Right. Okay, so here's the players we've got on the short list, the players that we're looking for. Shabandi looks pretty decent. 4-star rated, according to our scouts, by the way. Carrieo, currently playing in the team of sitting top of the league. Would be big money. I'd be keen, 24-year-old, so could add something to the squad. Fabrianto could add something to the squad, maybe. Left midfielder. Any position here we need. Hendramol, not a great goalkeeper. Guntaro